Here's to You is supported by One Life Spirits. One Life Spirits is built on purpose, culture, good people, and good drinks, so you can live one life to the fullest.
That means shots that are smooth, tasteful, and pair perfectly with a lime, or our favorite, an orange, because if you're still chasing tequila with a lime, what are you doing? That orange slice brings out the bright citrus notes of Una Vida Blanco, which is smooth, authentic, and tasteful, like myself.
Plus, Una Vida is 100% additive free, so you're enjoying tequila in its purest form without the hangover regret.
Yeah, because it takes us 3 to 5 business days to recover now, and anxiety is not my friend.
That's why you should stick with Una Vida or try cocktails instead of shots.
Okay, a little.
One Life Spirits also crafts El Trago, High Post vodkas, and Le Bon whiskey, all bold, smooth, and made to share. Whether it's game night, date night, or just Tuesday night, they've got the pours covered.
Because it's not just about taste, but it's about that feeling. And we're proud spirit snobs, so treat yourself. Visit onelifespirits.com, swing by the One Life Spirits bar inside of El Primo, or grab a bottle at your local liquor store.
Cheers. Have you been wanting to get into the medical field for your career? I know before our podcast career started taking off, I had thought about it. I think I'd be a good pharmacy technician.
I think you have a lot of transferable skills for that, for sure.
Me too. So if you want to get your CNA, CMA, LPN, EKG,
ABC.
Our proud sponsor, Allied Health, has got you covered.
They have a career training center where they offer in-person and hybrid classes for you. So if you need
convenient classes,
covered.
Financial assistance,
covered.
Industry-leading education,
covered.
Advising,
it's all covered.
Well, reach out to our people at Allied Health at alliedhealthcareertraining.com and get to where you want to be in your medical career. Cheers.
Yeah.
Do you like the noise level?
Yeah, works
Do you
for me.
want it higher, lower?
No, I'm good with that. It is.
Look. Just kidding. I don't know if that was rude.
It's like more than white noise in the background.
Okay. Yeah, I just, I love myself and I want to hear myself.
Hear yourself talk, all your personalities.
Huh?
All your personalities that come out.
Yes, they do. They do.
I got a lot of them too, and I get along with them all.
Yeah.
Just which one do you want to put forward?
I mean, it's up to you. I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you how to live your life.
There's a lot of different layers to put out there. It's like, which version of Ben do you want to know?
Which version do you want to share?
Well, it's funny how much, like, depending on the context of the situation, is like what version of yourself you put forward. Like, you have a lot of different styles of yourself, like everyone does, but it's usually where, like, people think of you one way and they only think of you that way. Not
That's
like
true.
all these other ways that, like, I'm not just a real estate agent, I'm all of these other things too.
Yeah.
Like, at least you should be that, but most people lock in on, like, one identity so hard. And then it's like, if that identity's going well, cool, I'm happy. If not, like, then I'm not happy.
Yeah.
So it's like if you're so indexed on that one thing of, like, well, if I'm doing well as a real estate agent, then I feel good about myself. But if I'm not, then I don't. Like, that's way too heavy in that one area.
It is.
Like-
I think that goes back to like how you describe yourself based on a title. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like some people describe themselves as a title versus
Right.
like
when you
a
ask me, like,
character.
what do you do? And they immediately go to work. It's like, well, I play pickleball, I have fun,
Exact-
I do all this other stuff too, and I'm a real estate agent.
Yes, exactly. And I think like that's what we need to like talk about more.
But
You
I
want me
think
to move more?
that's an American thing, just we're all so defined by how we
is.
make money.
That it is an American thing.
Well,
100%.
It's partly just, it's how humans work.
Western.
Like they assume, like, things about the world is how they come to make, like, understanding about how it is. So it's like when you think about, like,
That
a
sounded way
football
better.
player, like, you usually have, like, a persona that goes with that.
Yeah.
And you just get put into a box, like, with that.
Yeah.
And, like, most people read, like, first impressions and put somebody in a box and then can't really, like, see outside of that.
That's true. That's why
Especially
we
if,
like
like,
to.
people knew younger versions of yourself compared to your older version of yourself or a new version of yourself.
Oh, your
Like,
family.
or
You know
just
what I mean?
friends, social community, everyone.
But
Like,
also like your family.
definitely your family.
Definitely your family.
And like some of that stuff you can't really change. You just gotta like let it
Let it be.
be.
Yeah. No, 100%. He sounded way better when you moved it. Oh, that's your phone, not my phone. I thought that was mine.
Oh, yeah.
I was literally about to pick it up and put it over here.
I was like, yeah, what you doing?
My bad. I just wanted to text people back. Look at your cool cup. It has our name on it.
The El Primo one?
No.
Or this one?
Yeah, yeah.
It has my name on it?
No, it
Oh,
has
your
ours.
name. I was like, damn, no way. That is cool. Here's to you.
Yeah. Hey, you remember when you sat over there and you were trying to act like Ben? I think you got his voice down. That is his voice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What's that? Yeah, what's that look like?
What did you do? Do it again.
I'll have to reach back into that memory from 30 minutes ago, and then I'll replay it for you.
Have you tasted it yet?
Yeah, it's bomb. You did a good job.
Oh, there's coffee in there.
You don't like coffee?
I'm not a real big I'm not a picky person when it comes to like food and booze. Like that's why I'm not really the best foodie ever. I like it all.
But actually, I think that makes you the best foodie.
I'm a good promoter. I'm not a good like reviewer. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you probably seen my stuff. Like I'm not really about doing that. It's like here it is. Check it out. It's cool. Go try it for yourself. See if you like it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna tell you if it's good or bad because this is my opinion. But you need to go see it for yourself. Like,
Yeah.
That's just more, I guess, my brand style of just promoting stuff that's going on. Like, go check it out. It's cool. Because, like, you need that support when you're putting stuff on. Like, you need people to go support what you're doing. Like,
Yeah.
And vice versa. Like, you got to go support other people, too.
For sure.
Like, especially in Wichita, where it's like you see cool stuff, you want that to keep happening, you need to go support it. You need
Yes.
to go share it. Like, it takes a community to do this. It's not just the person putting it on.
Yeah.
Like, the events are only as good as a community. Like,
Oh,
that's doing
100%.
it. Like,
Yeah.
so it can be tough sometimes when you're trying to like do all this cool new stuff in Wichita and the culture's a little bit just like, wah.
Yeah.
Like come on, be cool.
Yes, literally.
like actually be cool, not try to act too cool and not do all
Not-
this stuff
yeah,
like
not-
you
not-
think
not
you're
the-
too cool for this.
Yeah, not
Like-
the whole nonchalant shit. Like, why are you
Yeah.
pretending that you're nonchalant? You're not.
Like go get out and talk to people and get to know people.
Yeah.
Like and that's kind of the whole like reason I'm doing Coffee House and those other events is like a lot of people ask like, are you doing that to be an agent to know more people? It's like maybe
Agent
if that's
of
a
know more
side
people?
benefit.
What does that mean?
Like as a real estate agent, like they think I'm doing
Oh.
it for business reasons, and it's like I'm actually just doing it because I want to build community and get out and like see people and interact
Yeah.
with them. Because we're really getting to a point right now where it's like people have to decide are they gonna just be completely all digital and just buy into all that, or are they gonna actually like fight for their humanity and go connect with people in person, like and actually like bond like in person together.
Yeah.
Like,
Fucking AI, man.
It's AI, but it's
No, but,
also
like,
just like the
I-
internet, digital technology. Like it's
Yeah.
so much easier now to just get everything digitally that you need. Like, and
Yes.
we're getting so conditioned now to be like that's where our brains are going instead of like the old school stuff that's still the best.
Yeah,
Like-
like even as simply as like, I mean, I DoorDash a lot.
Yeah.
You know, like we're minimizing my human interaction, but really,
Yep.
like it's not good.
No,
And I say that as
like-
someone who has hella mental health issues.
Right. Well, and like you have to constantly make the decision to be like, I'm not going to participate in that. Like I'm starting to see the overall mental health effects of not being socially connected with people in person anymore. That it's like you don't and can't get the same thing digitally.
No,
It's like, and I know it's awkward, it's hard, it's uncomfortable. Like that's part of the human experience.
that's exactly it.
You know,
That's
you need
exactly
that
it.
contrast of like the bad stuff, the hard stuff, for the good stuff to actually be good. If everything's good all the time, like that, like you're not gonna actually feel good. You're just gonna feel like baseline. So it's
100%.
kind of like you've started to like embrace the pain, the struggle, the awkwardness. Like you kind of need that, want it,
Yeah.
to actually have it to be a good experience. Because the other side of that is the contrast of it, which is the good stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like you need. I think it's 50 Cent that said that. Like you need joy to have pain. If it wasn't for sunshine, like
Yeah.
sunshine would be great without the rain. I don't know what it is. I'm not gonna act like
Yeah,
I know the lyrics, but
that reminds me of the Hillary Duff song. That's like, oh, shit. Do you know the album, the Hillary Duff album? No, what? Yeah, you do.
Hillary
Don't.
Duff?
Yeah, why are you acting like you don't? That's
know,
your
like, of the
timeline.
name.
That's your timeline. You fucking know it. Like, don't front. And let the rain fall down.
yeah.
Yes, you see,
Yeah,
I knew
I know
it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew you were gonna get it as soon
Yep.
as I said that. So, like, honestly, that was a really great intro. No, I'm kidding. Are you? Do you want to actually bring us in, or what do you want to do?
yeah, what's your
Yeah. You want? Let's get into the intro and we'll get this going.
yeah,
I
what's
thought
your
this was
format
fucking
look
cool. I know, but I liked this format.
Like? Just
yeah,
talk.
but, you know,
That was cool.
I was recording the whole time.
Of course.
I'm
No,
always recording the whole time.
Good.
I'm so glad you were, because that was good.
That's the best stuff. It's your mom do. Let it fly.
back to another episode of Here's to You, the podcast, where I am always recording the whole time. Sitting next to me,
And make sure you don't fart.
like always, is the blue-haired Fanister McAllister.
What's up, guys? I don't know. I was thinking about farting. I'm not farting, but
We're breaking the barrier already.
Yes.
Really progressing through this relationship fast.
yes. Yeah.
Have you heard of that breaking the barrier concept?
No, what
Like,
is that?
Can you fart in front of your friends or whoever you're with? Like, that's how you know how close you are to it.
Oh, I've never farted. I've never farted in front of Dusty. Dusty has farted on me
Oh, yeah.
multiple times.
Go look up the YouTube video about breaking the barrier.
That's
okay. hilarious.
Again, right there.
When is the right time to fart in a new relationship?
That's a good question.
Right now.
Right. Okay, so like if someone has a booger in their nose, are you gonna tell them or are you not gonna tell them?
Yeah, I'll tell them.
Right?
Because I'd want to know too. Same thing like
Exactly.
bits or other stuff. Like not from like a judgy way, but like just letting you know kind of way.
Exactly.
Like a homie hookup way.
Or like you got something in your teeth, like let me know. Like
Yeah.
don't let me walk around being
Yeah.
like that's embarrassing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
And some people like that's how you know again if they're your friends or not.
Yeah.
Or like a girl you know if they're really your friends.
Yeah.
Like a girl who doesn't have good eyebrows, she doesn't have good friends.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Because we've been through this. We've talked about this.
We
before.
have been through this,
Yeah.
I believe. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you got some ugly eyebrows, you got some ugly eyebrows, I guess. I don't know, and you got sucky friends that don't tell you that's what you...
I mean, in 2025, with all the eyebrow gurus like that
Yeah.
could help you have good
I'm
eyebrows.
definitely going to start judging people's eyebrows now. Never thought to look at people's eyebrows now.
Yeah.
Now if I'm looking at people and be like, you need better friends.
Man.
Fanny told me you need better friends. Judging by those brows, like,
I don't-
Anyways.
Yeah, no. Who's this country type of voice that we're hearing? I'm saying country because like that was the voice that Dusty did when he was trying to do it.
I figured it had something to do with that. And I don't know where my hick accent came from because none of my family talks like that. Like, I'm not really that country. Like, I grew up having bonfires and doing that kind of stuff, but I'm really not like a country guy, but I come off with like a hick bro style. Can't help it. But honestly, I just lean into it. It's like, I'm Ben and I'm from Kansas.
Oh, man, that's pretty much what I did earlier.
Especially when I go to
wasn't
other
even-
places and they're like, "Oh, where you from?" It's like Kansas.
You're dumb.
We don't all live on dirt roads and farms. And yes, there's a yellow brick road.
You
I know
didn't.
Dorothy.
You
She's
didn't.
alright.
You didn't live on a farm or a ranch.
I grew up on 2 acres. My dad farmed, but I didn't farm, and he got out of farming. He got into the salvage yard business. So like I grew up working on cars and being dirty and all that stuff, and riding 4-wheelers and shooting guns and having bonfires and all that kind of stuff. Just kind of a wild man out in the country. So.
Yeah, I grew up like that too.
And it's fun. Like I kind of miss it. Like that's why I go get out in nature and just outside and do all that just like primal stuff that's natural.
The primal
That's
stuff.
not so
Have you
digital,
have
yeah.
you ever tried to do the there's a guy here that it's like and it's kind of hard to get into his thing. But one of my coworkers a couple years ago, she gave me a flyer because that's how you get a hold of him. He's like he's older. He's like in his 80s maybe. And he'll take you camping and really show you how to like survive out there.
Yeah.
And like it's over a weekend and it's not even a lot of money. It's like $25, but it's kind of hard to get to him because it's
Interesting.
very intimate. And I've never done it. I wanted to do it because that's why my coworker gave me the flyer because that's how you get a hold of him. Like you
Yeah.
can't like because he's old school. So like
Yeah.
it's nothing is really digital. Like I'm not going on a website or anything to figure
Right.
this out.
Right. That's the whole point of it. Is like, don't get a hold of me.
Yes, no, that's 100%. And yeah, and it's a whole weekend, and he teaches you how to survive in the wild.
That would be cool.
Yeah,
Although I don't think I'd do it because I want to live.
yeah, fair.
Some of those guys get so far that they like legitimately go die in the wild because like they think they can do it, and then they're just like they don't have a phone, they don't have resources, and like they literally just die out in the wild.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Well,
bro,
I mean,
that's too far.
it was
Like,
only
I'm
a
crazy
weekend.
and adventurous, but that's too far.
Yeah, with him, it's only a weekend, and he teaches you. Like
Yeah.
he teaches you the food that you can eat, like how to source your own food,
Yeah.
not just hunting, but like sourcing, like what are the plants that you can eat.
Right.
And it's here,
That'd be
like
cool.
in Kansas. So like
Yeah.
like, who would have thought?
See, maybe
Who
I
would
don't
I
go
think?
that primal.
Right? Do you camp?
Like sort of primal. I camp a lot, yeah, and I like just getting out in nature and adventuring. Like I just got back from Big Bend national park, being out there like camping primitively for a week, and like your phone doesn't work, like you're just living, like you're just existing, and it's honestly great.
Yeah.
Just chilling. Like,
Nah, it's nice.
yeah.
When I go to Mexico, where I'm from, I don't really get the best signal, so it's nice.
What part of Mexico?
Zacatecas.
Okay, so
That's
this was
a
like
state.
right off of Rio Grande. So Big Bend is like literally like there's the river, there's Mexico.
Oh,
Like I
okay.
could have immigrated across the river if I wanted to and came right back, but I didn't.
Why?
For the record.
Yeah. They'll
You're
just send you
recording
back.
this.
They'll just send you back.
No, I know they will. It's not like that big a deal. Like I honestly
Yeah.
thought it'd be like tighter and way crazier than it was, but it
No,
wasn't really.
it's
Like
so
border
easy.
patrol was down there and whatever, but it wasn't really like an issue.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. No,
yeah,
for sure.
it was cool.
But we're having a espresso martini for you.
Woo.
Have
I
you
love
tried
all
it?
the caffeine. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're kind of double fisting.
I know.
You have an Il Primo.
I had coffee this morning too.
And you wait, so you
I'm
had
getting ready
coffee
to
this
work
morning?
out after this. So I'm kind of a caffeine junkie, or just
Uh-huh.
an adrenaline junkie, I should say. I really had to start to like cut myself off of like how much dopamine like I get into, like from caffeine and digital stuff and your
Mm.
phone. Like you got to really like regulate yourself. You start to turn yourself into a crazy person.
100%.
Too much stimulation.
No, for real though.
But it's honestly, I think, why I like techno, EDM, like high-paced stuff, because I feel like calm in those like high-paced, high-energy environments like that. It's like that stuff actually calms me down. Like I'm going to the warehouse tonight because it's calming to me. Like all
You
that
got
bass.
ADHD, huh?
Yeah, like I need a lot of stimulus to focus and be calm. And if the environment's calm, like I become the crazy. Like I start making it crazy.
Yeah. Oh my God, you missed it. I was making the martinis and I decided to go crazy. They might go on the bloopers, but I went crazy. Exploded everywhere.
Nice.
There's remnants probably around here somewhere, and it hella smells like
Uh-oh.
it's okay, there's nothing there. It was like that, but worse. Because everything just
Yeah.
yeah.
No, and it's one of those things like I recognize about myself. They have kind of like an anxious attachment style, and I'm naturally anxious. But that's also what makes you like a high achiever, high performer, is when you can like channel that. 'Cause it becomes a superpower when you can focus your ADD. Because I think so many of those like labels get put on as like a negative bad thing until you
Yeah.
start to actually use it and be like, this isn't like a detriment. This is actually like an advantage.
No,
Like,
100%, yeah.
When you start to actually like work with it mentally and like actually consciously work on it, not just go, oh, this is me, this is a diagnosis. It kind of becomes like a victim mentality when you look at it that way, instead of flipping it and be like, actually, this is my advantage that I can do this and not a lot of other people can.
For sure. I think a lot of times, or like when you're first learning about yourself and when you're younger and you're first like learning about like strengths and weaknesses,
Yeah.
you learn about how do I overcome my weaknesses? How do I
Yeah.
do this? Versus
Right.
like how do I manage my weaknesses but really
Yep.
work on my strengths?
Yep.
Because these are the things that I should focus on. But you know, like
Right.
we're taught the other way.
Right.
And then like you continue to grow up and at some point you like hit something that you're like, that I need to do this differently.
Right. You just spun me off into like 10 different tangents.
Yeah, go.
I'm
Which one do
listening,
you want?
but-
Which one do you want to go?
I'm like, which one of these rabbit holes I want to go down?
That's how I feel when I'm interviewing people. I'm like, okay, I can do something funny, I can do something relatable, or where am I going next?
I usually get into a lot of deep shit, but I recognize like not everybody's ready for that all the time. And sometimes like you need to just lighten up and have fun.
Yeah.
Instead of being so
I think-
like deep all the time. Or
I think there's a balance, or I think
Analytical.
there's two pieces of it. You
Yeah.
know, like there is the deep stuff, but it
Mhm.
is also, I mean, like it's lighthearted. Like we're very dark humor here.
Yeah.
You know, like that's where the lighthearted comes. But like,
Like all humor is dark. Like it's seeing the funniness and the tragedy. Like, did you know
Mm-hmm.
that Shakespeare was a comedy?
I knew
Like-
that he kind of like started that way. You're laughing, haha, death.
It's because he's laughing about how tragic life is. Like that's all you can do. That's how you deal with it. Is you have to laugh at it.
Yeah.
Like of just the crazy tragedy nonsense that we are as humans. Like it's the only way you can deal is just by laughing about it
Yeah.
and having humor. Like because if you think about comedians, like they say some of the most fucked up shit in the world. They get away with it because they're joking. They're comedians, but a lot of it's real and it's true too. So it's like. I've used a lot of comedy, humor, laughing, like in real estate to have hard conversations. Because
Yeah.
it's like, if you laugh about it, make it lighthearted, it's easier to process.
For sure.
Like, then if you're like super serious about it all the time, like that's usually what scares people.
Yeah.
Is like the approach, like how you handle it. And that's really any conversation. It's just we have a lot of big life conversations in real estate.
Yeah. I
'Cause
mean,
a lot of
it's
it's
a
not
big,
just the house, it's their whole life situation that's going on.
it's,
And
I
that's-
mean, it's a big purchase for one. And then it's two, it's like, where are you in your life that
Well,
you're going to do this?
And more so than the purchase, like it's bigger than just the purchase, the financial purchase. It's their whole life transition, like how
Yeah.
much their life is about to change. And that's where like I went and got life coach certified, and I got so into like people development, how they work, because of that human behavior concept of like how can I help people through one of the hardest times in their life, because that's one of the 3 most stressful times of your life is getting married, having a kid, and buying a house. Like, and it's the life transition to help people through like that next phase of deciding like, yes, I'm going to do this, or no, I'm not.
Yeah.
And it's a really hard thing to help do. So that's where I first like started learning about it. But then you realize like it applies to all of life. Like,
Yeah.
we try to separate professional and personal, but you can't.
Yes, 100%. I think
all people.
we've gotten into this a lot. Like, it's just too performative to try to separate. I mean, but we did so with
Right.
Fitz. We had Fitz on, and by the time that we release yours, she'll already be released. But she talks about that too. It's like
Yeah.
there's a lot. One, I'm at a point where like this is who I am all the time,
Yep.
regardless of what setting I'm in. This is who
Yep.
I am.
Right.
But there are maybe some jobs where, like, maybe if you're a stripper, maybe that's the only time where you do want to separate your personal from your work life. You know what I mean?
Right. Well, and there's 2 things with that you said where it's like performative, and like I've recognized recently just how much my life has been performative of trying to just be a good boy, basically, or be a good role, play a good like fit to whatever role I'm supposed to be playing at that time. But I'm like, do I even want to do that? I'm just doing this because I'm trying to people please everyone and keep everybody happy.
Yeah.
Because that's part of our human nature is that we're herd animals. Like, so it used to be if you got kicked out of the tribe, you would die. So that's why like social acceptance is so important to us, because we equate it with survival.
Yeah.
And so when you get rejected or people don't approve of you, it goes against your human nature, like your animal human nature. But then when you actually develop yourself above that, like that's when you can like have the consciousness of I don't need to behave like that anymore. We don't live in tribal times.
Yeah.
But it's still rooted into our like our subconscious programming.
Well, like anxiety too. Like we're actually, we all have anxiety because at one point it was our survival instinct.
But yeah, and anxiety is good. It's just energy. Because like if you didn't have anxiety, I'd be more concerned about you. Then I'm like, how are you not feeling or having this drive? Because that's all it is you can very quickly change anxiety to excitement, because that's all it is. It's just the way that you choose to view it that way. And if you want to use that or not. Because emotions are really meant to be used and leveraged. They're not meant to be like suppressed or put away. And I had to really learn to overcome that with like the way I was raised. And a lot of men, boys, whatever you want to call them, were raised to just like suppress your emotions. Don't talk about it. Don't feel it. Don't deal with it. Like, that's girly, that's gay. Why are you talking about emotions? Like, because they're powerful as shit.
Yeah. Okay, you know,
You need them.
we're going to jump to that part.
Okay.
Because I do want to, okay, when we had talked about like, what do we really want to, or, you know, what do we want to talk about? Again, like, I had asked you and you had said like healthy masculinity.
Yep.
And you just kind of started to get into this. So first, what does healthy masculinity mean to you?
Yeah, well, I think that's a little bit the question everybody's asking right now, because they say that, but then it's like, well, what do you mean by that? What does that mean? What's that look like? And a lot of it has to come down to like how emotionally regulated they are, like how regulated your nervous system is, how much you're essentially able to like take care of and provide for yourself. Because what I see, and not only myself and a lot of dudes, is just how many like hurt little boys are running around that, you know, have mommy issues or whatever it is, that haven't learned to actually like be self-sustaining essentially. So self-soothing, like for your own anxiety, it's not everyone else's issue to solve your anxiety. You know, and there is good things about like being masculine, but I honestly think it's a little bit changing even calling it masculinity or femininity, just because historically we called it that because of those behaviors were attributed to the sex, to the gender. Well, now it's not really like a behavior that's like just because you have that gender you're going to be that way, because you're going to have a lot of like masculine women who are doing really well in the workplace, but like it's not entirely fair to call them masculine. It's just the way they're behaving like a leader. And historically it's always been men doing that, but now you're seeing more lady leaders like come into that place and behave that way. It's like, well, it's not really a masculine behavior. It's just that's how we've always labeled it.
Yeah.
Instead of labeling it leader and supporter, instead of making it about it like a sex. Because
Yeah.
the same thing goes on the other side. Is like there's effeminate dudes.
Yeah, like
Dudes need to have like behave kind of feminine, if you want to call it that, or in a supporter role, or deal with some of the stuff. It's just we haven't always been encouraged or supported to do so. Like. Especially with each other, like dude
yeah.
to dude.
Actually, yeah.
We don't support each other as well as women do.
I was it a reel or a video that I was watching? And it was about that how men will do their and this is a generalized statement, so
Right.
like
Yeah.
not adding anyone, but like guys will have relationships in this type of setting, side by side setting.
Yeah.
Like, playing video games,
doing something.
watching TV, watching sports, doing whatever. But women have relationships that are one-on-one eye level.
Right.
So like girls will like go to dinner together, will like talk
Right.
about things, and it's this type of, like
Right.
eye contact, talking,
Right.
where guys maybe will be talking about something deep, but it's side by side.
Yeah.
You don't really sit across from each other.
Right.
To have this type of thing. And it was just more of like the setting in the way that they were describing it, around like how conditioned it has been, where like maybe you don't feel like you can with
Yeah.
each other.
Right. Well, I think it's more just understanding that, like you said, like guys just bond differently than women do, but we still need to like hang out with other men, like with each other, doing things that are pretty just like men focused, whatever that is that guys like to do, because it's usually doing something that is like sitting here talking. Usually guys bond through performing an activity or a task or something like that usually isn't a lot of talking.
Yeah.
Like, still
like
bonding.
working out even, or whatever, playing a sport together.
Yeah, like physical activity. And I think a little bit it's because like we're side by side, because we're looking at like taking on the world and what's out there to go do. We're not necessarily like women are looking at each other to connect with each other, because we're still connecting, but we're not connecting in like a way that's so focused on each other. We're connected on like what we're doing.
Like in a solo.
Yeah, to an extent. But it's more like, what's the task we need to do? Because I think you asked like healthy masculinity, like what is that? Because I think a lot of boys or men right now are kind of confused on what that means, of like what they want, because they are not even sure what they want, like how they would be happy in that healthy masculinity with it all. So, and I think that question like you asked is still very much being defined, and like I'm not the best example of it. I know I need to work on things. So,
Well, I mean, we are all human. We all have a lot of shit to
Yeah.
work on. I think that goes back to the other thing, is like how much we're also dehumanizing each other.
yes.
And how much we're also like, oh, well, you're not, well, you fucked up, so now you're canceled, or you fucked
Yeah.
up, so now you're murdered.
There's
And you know what I
a lot less
mean?
compassion for people being humans. Like, show me one that hasn't fucked up.
Yeah, everyone has fucked up. We've all
I
done
was
shit.
talking about this last night with my friend Nicole, about like how strong your relationships are. It has to do with how well you can have a conflict, because you're always going to in some way, shape, or form, and then repair from it. Like come back to it and repair from it. But it's like it seems like most people these days want to just discard and find someone else. Like somehow that's
Yeah.
going to solve it. But you're still going to keep showing up in all those situations with your patterns and behaviors.
100%, yeah.
So it's like, yeah, you might be able to find someone else, but you're still going to keep showing up this way. Like, even if something bad happened to you, what part of it did you participate in and create for that situation to happen? And even if it wasn't entirely your fault, it's like, what can I do now differently so that doesn't happen again? 'Cause
Yeah.
it's like, happens to me once, shame on them. Happens to me twice, shame on me for allowing myself to not recognize that pattern and it happened again. Like, but that's just, I don't know, the human connection side of things. Like, it sounds good to do, but then it's harder to do than ever, like socially in person.
I mean, it goes
social
back
skills
to-
are starting to like go away.
It's the social stuff that we were talking about at the start of the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, like about how things are so digitized right now, and it is.
And
I
we're
mean,
getting more and more isolated. Like, especially guys are getting isolated because they're like, if I don't work, like, what other value or purpose do I have? I just go to work and I go home and like that's it. Like, and I don't think many, because
I think
most
that goes
guys
back
won't
to
admit it, or
masculinity,
nobody
though.
looks at it of like, we need to hang out with each other.
Yeah.
Like,
But
just
that's
from
like
a social standpoint of like,
the fake masculinity part. You know what I mean? That the
Yeah.
conditioned part, not what it really is.
right.
Where it was like you have to be a provider, you have to do this, and it's like,
Well, yeah, and it's a lot of
No.
like macho, chest beating, bro style, like look how loud I am type of a thing. Like that's not healthy masculinity. Like that's an old, immature version of it that I think we're starting to learned better that's like healthy masculinity is more grounded, it's more stable, it's calm, like when everything's going crazy, almost like dad energy, like that goes with it.
Yeah.
So-
It's like going to a rave because it calms you.
Yep. Like be in the middle of the chaos, but then be the calm one in the middle of the chaos.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
So
What version of masculinity did you feel like that you had to like let go of to where you're at right now? Or maybe that you're still trying to let go of?
So this is kind of like what we talked about from the start, when it's like you play a role or identity that you think like you're supposed to. And for me, like, you know, I grew up playing football, wrestling, like high school, kind of like the bro jock style, because I was big and I was athletic, and it's kind of like people have a persona of who you're supposed to be, and I kind of like bought into like the dumb jock attitude until I started to figure out like you're not actually a dumb jock, you're actually pretty smart, but you kept telling yourself this and everyone else kept telling you, but then like people liked me for playing that role, and so I kept playing that role. And then I liked me for playing that role until that role didn't work anymore.
Yeah.
You know, for that phase of my life. And it's like, all right, you need to transition and change from this person you were that was working that isn't working anymore. Like, and a lot of it had to do with like what I was telling myself too. Like just that I thought I was dumb for the longest time, even though like I'm not.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't like most kids that went to school. Like I wasn't like most people that were in that system. You know, and that's how most entrepreneurs are too. Is like they're not like everybody else. But if you have a system that's telling you you're a certain way for so long, you start to believe it. Because like, well, what other evidence do I have otherwise? Like no one else is telling me to do it. Like, but you're also like something inside you naturally just this doesn't fit right or seem right with it all. So that's probably the one. Like even like the Kansas thing, like the hick thing. They hear that accent and they go, "Oh, you must like country." It's like, not really.
You're like,
Listen to EDM.
Yeah, I
techno
was about to say I like EDM. I like house.
Yeah, I like chill house music. Like road trip house music is probably what I'd call it.
Were you saying earlier about how the names of song or the names of genres have started to change a lot?
Yeah. Like, man, people just make up stuff. I swear.
Yeah.
Like, well, even, I mean, when I was asking you because of the event that we're trying to put on, I was like, what are we going to put on? What's the vibe? What's the music? And you were like,
Oh, I was like,
what did you say?
I was like, bro's gonna do some Latin house, and then other bros, we're gonna do some luxury bump.
And I was like, what the fuck is luxury bump?
bump.
And then I was like,
mean,
oh yeah, we made.
I know what I think of, but it's probably not what it is.
I was like, oh
Like
yeah,
we're gonna play like
we made that up.
Rick Ross?
So it's like, yeah, if he fits in there, then we'll play it.
Okay, but okay,
I mean,
yeah,
I know
yeah.
that doesn't like explain
that doesn't
what it
explain
is.
what it is.
Yeah,
That just
luxury
says,
bump.
yeah,
That like bougie bump.
yeah. How do you make it bougie? Does yeah.
What makes it luxury?
What makes it luxury?
It makes you feel luxurious.
That's why I think like Rick Ross.
Yeah.
You know, there are some songs that he has where it's like, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but like, okay, but what makes you feel like? What songs make you feel like? Sometimes some jazzy songs make you feel luxurious. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
David Guetta.
He makes you feel luxurious.
That's luxury pop genre. David Guetta.
Yeah.
Dua Lipa.
Dua Lipa? I would have never thought.
It's that like mainstream. Fucking, we're gonna go to a festival. I expect to see really big names.
Yeah. Like Tiesto. Tiesto is probably one of my OG favorites. He's kind of like, it's that upscale, like elite luxury club VIP feeling. Like that seems like what they're going for.
Oh.
That is not what our luxury bump is.
No.
See what I mean?
So I'm like, am I wrong?
See what I mean? I knew that.
I mean,
like,
I'll try to find you an example.
it's because Dusty's rebellious. That's why. That's why.
It's like, I don't know, man. Like, it's like kind of like trap-ish hip hop, like remixes, but more like not like super hype stuff. More like your chiller vibe stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, not like I don't know, that's the best
got
I can
experience
explain it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you just got to experience it. So
anyways, come out. Hang out with us. Come have a drink with us.
Yeah, it looks like a cool event. And I like the Sunday, like, daytime, afternoon stuff like that. It's not, like, Wichita's such a Friday, Saturday town. Like, we go out Friday, Saturday, and that's it. Nothing during the week, nothing during the day. I'm like, we need to change that.
Yeah.
Because I think there's a market for it. It's just, getting people out there is the whole game. That's me.
Dude, how many phones you got?
2.
2 phones. One for the plug and
That's
one
all
for
the
the hose.
stimulation we're talking about.
Yeah.
And
One
I
for
got
the plug.
5 different email addresses, 2 websites, 2 CRMs. I only have 2 people work for me right now, but I used to have a lot more than that.
Okay, let's get into that. So you have Wichita Food and Booze. You're a real estate agent,
Yep.
and I'm sure there's more. You play pickleball.
Play pickleball. I go on adventures.
You like to drink.
Yeah, I really, it's not even so much the drinking part. It's,
Oh,
what
why?
it is? It's the community.
It's a connection.
It's the connections I have with community, like with people around drinking. That's what it's like. I know everybody's like, oh, don't drink, whatever. It's like, but usually what comes out with that is social isolation, which is worse than drinking. So I would make the argument for all these people like, oh, I don't drink, I don't do this, I'm so healthy. It's like, I bet you have other problems because you're not socializing with people. And that usually involves drinking. Because I've done it where I've gone on 30-day breaks, 90-day breaks, like with that, didn't really have an issue. It's just that I kind of wanted to prove it to myself I could do it for one, but
For
then
sure.
also like still go out and socialize and do all the same things you're doing when you're not drinking, but go hang out, because otherwise you're training your brain that not drinking is not fun. And
That's
that's
true.
not really true. And in some ways my attitude is like, if you have to stop it cold turkey, like that thing has more power over you than you do over it. If you have to completely abstain because you can't control yourself, like, not saying it's not respectable, but it's more respectable if you're able to have 1 or 2 and not go off into the deep end.
Yeah.
Regulate yourself, because there's always going to be a trade-off for everything you do. Like, even if you don't drink, like, you're missing out on some social environments and situations. Like, did you take into account that negative effect of not drinking? Like, but it's so championed to not drink now, it seems like. But it's like, there's a healthy, responsible way to do this. Some of my best memories, moments, experiences have been around drinking.
Yeah.
And so you can't really say drinking is bad when that comes from it all. Like, I get it that it's a poison and a toxin, but what do you want your life to look like when you're done? You're gonna get to the end of it and be like, man, I'm glad I didn't drink and didn't have a good time my whole life.
Fair.
Yeah.
No.
Fair.
So,
yeah.
so to that point, do you think that like companies that are like making their like water and then selling it at the bar like that,
Like starting to sell water.
Like
in
the
like
liquid
in
one?
like in like a big can like that, and it looks kind of like a beer, but it's water inside. So you think that like kind of helps that situation?
It does, and the mocktails do too. And some of the THC, CBD drinks, because people still. I found like when I wasn't drinking, I still wanted to drink something, even if it wasn't alcoholic.
That's me. I always have to have water. Yeah.
Something about in your social environment, you need something in your hand, like drinking, just to participate. So I think those are a good way to do that, to still get people out to socialize. Because I think people do want to socialize. You just need to give them a reason to, like an event to.
Yeah.
Like, people don't just go out to a bar as much just to congregate and, like,
Yeah,
communicate,
people definitely
socialize.
don't do that
Like,
anymore. We were talking about that, like how, like, are you actually going to go up to someone? And like, Wichita's very cliquey. That's the other thing. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like I travel and I'll travel alone and I can make friends anywhere. And I can still do that here, but I've noticed here in Wichita, it's very cliquey.
Yeah.
Like, you can't always, like, infiltrate.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
We'll
and then
get
if you
comfortable with
are,
our environments and our people, and we like that. We don't really want to venture outside of it because it's usual and familiar to us. And anybody that comes in to disrupt that's like a threat to it.
Yeah.
That comes with it, and so that's usually why people are seeing each other as like a threat to my peace that I have going on. Like, don't disrupt it. And part of it is like,
and then they drop them and then go to another one and then they do it again because it's
or
the pattern
like, you don't
pattern
want this,
repetition.
like, person ruining your social experience that you came out for. Because I've seen it both ways, like people doing too calm and reserved, but then also people completely misreading social cues of situations of like, bro, you're dominating this conversation and everyone's not having a good time of it. And like, you don't recognize that somebody needs to like say something to you.
Yeah. Oh, well, like socializing and all of that, or just like even those soft skills. I mean, like,
Yeah.
so people will be like, you're really good at this. And I'm like, honestly, it's a skill. Like, anybody can learn
It is. Yep.
Like, I've told a couple of friends who are afraid to go out by themselves and stuff like that.
I love doing that.
Yeah. And they'll be like, but how do I like go up to someone? And it's like, you know that you can enter a circle or a setting if someone's foot is slightly out.
Yep.
like how they're standing or how they're sitting.
Yep.
Because like you have to recognize the physical cues.
Yep.
And that's how you know, like, either this person's trying to get out of the conversation or someone's allowing someone in. And like
Right.
the way that someone sits, the way that like,
Yep.
you know, you have to pay
All
attention
those
to
body
these
language
things.
tells.
Yeah.
It's hilarious when you start reading body language how much people give themselves away.
Oh,
Like,
100%. Yeah.
I mean, and I can read it, and a lot of times, like, I'll say it, I'll bring it up, but it's like, how much are they in acceptance of that or denial of themselves, of who they actually are, how they're behaving?
For sure.
Because, like, that's one of the hardest things for people to admit sometimes about themselves is like, oh, yeah, I am more anxious than I thought I was. Or I'm coming off depressed or sad or whatever.
Yeah.
Because, like, because I'm very passionate, and people would take that as I'm angry, even though it's like, no, I'm not angry, but I see now how it comes off as angry. It's just I'm passionate, you know.
Yeah.
And behind a lot of passion is emotion, whatever, and that can be scary to a lot of people, even though it's like, no, I'm just very passionate. Like, I'm very convicted in what I'm saying. Like,
yeah.
But I could be wrong. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
it can be intimidating sometimes. Like, and I didn't realize how intimidating I could be because of, like, my size and my voice and everything else comes with it. It's like, okay, I need to, like, make myself more of a safe place for people to feel comfortable with, to actually, like, open up on it all. But, like, to your point earlier, we were saying, like, your friends are going out on their own. Were they guys or girls?
Girls.
Girls. And so I've heard this complaint, and I didn't realize it because I'm not this way, that they're complaining a lot that, like, guys aren't approaching them to come talk to them.
Oh, yeah.
Which
I
I'm
don't
not
really get
entirely
approached.
surprised by because guys don't know how, like, to actually do it in a way that's not threatening. You know, they just go straight in for the kill, and it's like, it's the same thing in real estate sales. I have to teach people this. It's like, you can't just go straight in for the commission, the kill. Like, you got to build a relationship and work through this. Like,
Yeah.
you can't just go in with your douchebag pickup line thinking that's going to work.
Yeah.
And so I think some of those skills aren't being taught, or they're demonized, or like people just expect people to have it, like you said, but it's a learned behavior. You learn your behavior everywhere. In some families, you were raised in and it just came to you naturally because you learned it from whoever else did it. But if you don't have that, you have to intentionally work on developing that skill set. And it's not always like, how do I make money from this? It's just, how can my quality of life be better? Because I want to have good human interactions, like whether there's financial gain or not.
Goes
You know,
back to
that-
the real
so-
estate stuff when you learn to be a life coach, because you recognize that
Mm-hmm.
it's like, yes, it is good for me in business, but
Yep.
you start to recognize like the value of that internally.
Yep.
And how that
Yeah.
you drink the Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
And everyone makes fun of that. Everyone will be like, why are you drinking the Kool-Aid? And it's like, honestly, there's a lot of good shit in there.
Yeah. Which Kool-Aid are you referring to?
Well,
I know
it
what
depends.
you're saying, but which
Oh,
Kool-Aid?
so like, okay, I worked at a nonprofit for a while. They had like these principles and blah, 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 blah. And everyone was like, well, you know, eventually you're there for so long and you're gonna sound like them and you're gonna talk like
Yep.
them. Okay, so I worked at Coke
Yep.
for a while.
Yep.
And it's like, yeah, I mean, in a way I did start to drink the Kool-Aid, but like I'm not using it in a weaponized way.
Yeah.
And like there is a lot of truth to shit. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
because it was value based versus like rule based.
So I read a lot of their books too, like Good Profit, the Charles Koch, right?
Yeah.
The Science of Success and Market-Based Management, and there's a lot of good things that you could learn
Yeah.
from that and discern from it. But this is like every entrepreneur person you learn from.
For
It's
sure.
kind of like take it with a grain of salt, look at the good stuff that applies for you, don't do the stuff you don't want to do.
Yeah.
And like move forward with that, because when you look at like the Kochs and what they've done, there's a lot you
Yeah.
can learn from, like from that. But it
Oh,
doesn't mean you have to
100%.
be just 100% in their world or organization that comes with that.
For sure.
You know, but yeah, whoever you hang out around is who you're going to become.
For
Right?
sure.
And a lot of times I see this not just in real estate, but in like different phases of people's lives. That's usually the hardest thing for them to do, is to transition to a different social circle. Like let go of your friends or your family or whoever it is that's holding you back from whatever you want to achieve, because usually you don't realize how much that is what is holding you back more than anything. And it's like you have to a lot of times sacrifice socially to get ahead, like as an entrepreneur. And like a lot of times that's the cost of it that most people aren't willing to pay.
Or that, I mean, even like if you're missing out on certain things because you had to do something else, or it's
Yeah.
like, I'll go for a little bit, but I have to come back and work on this now.
Well, so speaking of drinking, like I started to figure out that drinking was costing me way too much money when I'd go out on Friday and Saturday night. And not because of what I was drinking or what I was doing that night. It's because I would miss the 9 o'clock phone call on Saturday morning that was worth 6 to 10 grand for me to go do a showing to sell a house. So I was like, this has cost me way too much money to be staying up late, drinking, doing all this stuff.
Gotcha.
When I'm missing those opportunities. So I started to not party and drink and stay out as late so I did that, but I had to give up something to gain that too.
For sure.
You know, and it is a lot of nights and weekends and time off. And I think people sometimes look at successful entrepreneurs, real estate agents, and they go, oh, it must be nice. It's like, but look at the sacrifice. You got to sacrifice the same thing. Like, there's a cost to everything.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm going, well, I don't have a wife and kids either because it's not very conducive with that lifestyle. Like, that's hard to meet both needs of those two things. So
Yeah. No.
comes with it.
No, I get that.
But,
Kind of in the booze realm, but the food realm now.
Mm-hmm.
What gets you started with? How did like Wichita Food and Booze get started? What made you kind of want to do that?
It got started during COVID. It actually started as Wichita Food to Go during COVID. And that's what spurred this whole thing and why it went nuts. Is it was in the middle of COVID, and like I actually took all my stuff home because I thought we were going into martial law shutdown. I wasn't necessarily even scared of COVID. I was scared of that situation of like, oh, we're about to turn into a military police state. Like, I don't know what the hell's gonna happen. That only lasted for like a week.
In Wichita.
Well, for me, I was like, okay, we're good. I'm getting back out there. I can't sit home by myself for a week.
It's very depressing.
I need it. Yeah.
I got hella more depressed.
I need to go see more people. But what's funny is like during that time, I think I interacted and saw more new people ever in my life than any other time in the middle of COVID. And I never got it that I know of, other than like I
You
might
never
have felt
got it?
down one point. Yeah, but I never got it that I know of, and I was tested and all that stuff, and I never
Wow.
tested for it. So
I got it. It was
I was
depressing.
surprised. But no, it started as Wichita Food to Go during COVID. Like everyone's sitting around, and I actually saw another agent in a different market do it. And I was like, oh, that's a good idea. I should do that for my community. And I did that. And I made just a quick video, wasn't business oriented or anything, that said like, you know, all these restaurants support us all the way throughout the year. Like we ask for donations, community help, whatever. And we're always asking them for things, but now it's like they need our support right now to stay in business. Like, and so the whole idea was like,
That's
add
true.
your friends, add your family, add your restaurants. How are these people operating right now? Like, get the word out of like how we're doing food to go when they're open, how they're doing it. So I got the whole community like rally around that concept, and it got to like 20,000 people in like 2 weeks. It just went nuts. And everybody's sitting around like they need something to do. So that was their thing to do. But then after that, I started going and interviewing all these places, like over video on Facebook, and being like, how are you operating right now? Like, what are you doing to serve people? But then also like, what's your story? Like, how'd you get started? And so people got to know not just the business, but also the people behind it. So a lot of these like local, small mom and places or unique places nobody knew about before started to get discovered because of that. And so it's like that started to become the best part about this group, is that all these cool, unique places nobody knew about before, now everybody knew about them because they're cool and unique. And I think the biggest thing that made it work so well is that I required people to only do like positive promotion. This isn't a place to come write your negative stuff. Like if you have all that, go straight to the business owner. 'Cause
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
more on the business owner side than necessarily on the consumer side of like these restaurants need to be supported, because I don't think you realize like how hard it is
Yeah.
and how small their margins are. And then when you meet them, you're like, this is your neighbor, like mom and pop. This isn't some big mega
Yes.
million corporation that you're screwing over. Like you're screwing over a local family. like,
Yeah.
type of thing. So
Yeah. And then like we get one wrong order and we're like, fuck this place, never coming back.
yeah, or like those reviews,
You know what I mean?
write one wrong thing, like you can ruin their income for an entire week, you know, and that's people's, you know, families that you're not getting fed because of like one bad situation,
Yeah.
you know, and so it's like, and mistakes happen, like things are going to happen, like give them a chance to make it right. And I'm not blindly supporting all small business owners, because I know there's bad ones out there too.
Yeah.
But for the most part, like they're the ones providing this experience, like sacrificing, working nonstop, like we need to support them. And so that started during Wichita Food to Go. And then when COVID was over, I just switched it over to Wichita Food Booze, because I was kind of like, how do we not already have a massive community group around this? Like,
Yeah.
And we kind of had, like at the time, Wichita by EV was the biggest like foodie influencer around that.
Yeah.
And you had Fert and some of those other guys, but like Chris Jacks wasn't even around then, like with Jack Stacks, like he got started in the middle of all that. And I think that group really amplified a bunch of those guys.
Yeah.
Like, but I'm not trying to take credit for them, but it really just amplified those guys that are already doing really cool stuff.
Yeah.
And I think initially I don't know if they had beef or they thought I was competition, but like, guys, I'm not trying to be a foodie, like influencer. I'm a real estate agent. I'm
Yeah,
a marketer, and I'm just trying to help my community. Like,
Yeah.
But it got misperceived, I think, for a while, like what my intentions are and what's going on. And it is wild to see the accusations that come from that group. I'm like,
Really?
bro, chill out. You don't even know me. Like,
Yeah.
You're just judging me or have a bad experience, and then you want to just tear me apart. Like the cancel culture, like you said, it's
Yeah.
like, it's almost like cool to try to like tear people down or make them a bad person when you're like, where did you come up with that?
Yeah.
And then it's like, you've just been taught to treat me like a villain, like instead of getting to know me. Or just come talk to me directly. Not at all. But no, it's been fun. And I really like the group. I would say I'm more of a boozy, if that's a thing, not a foodie.
A boozy? Yes. Touch your drink. I keep
boozy?
asking. I'm asking you so many questions, and I'm not even letting you drink. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm starting to feel the anxiety of all the caffeine kicking.
Oh, okay. Throw some
I'll
water
start to
in
get
there.
like heavy chested and like out of breath, and I'm like, hey, you need to shut up. You're like talking yourself out of breath.
I think you're doing great. But I totally get what you're saying, because I was literally telling Dusty, I was like, fuck, I'm going to get so much anxiety on this one. I was like, fuck, the alcohol plus the espresso. I mean, and it's not a lot. I mean, we only put in 2 ounces of high post and 1 ounce of an espresso.
Okay.
Was it 1 ounce? Yeah.
Well, that high post espresso it's some lethal stuff. Like,
Yeah,
it's
like
good.
10 minutes ago, I was buzzed as shit.
Yeah.
Really?
Well, and then it makes
You're like, I got my second. Hey, there's more, guys. There's more. You want me to refill you?
Sure.
it makes the caffeine flow through your system faster too. So you're like jacking it up even more.
What? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I was getting all deep, and I was like, damn. It's kind of strong.
You're like masculinity. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, my masculine quiet confidence is over here. Letting all that course through my veins. You know?
No, I hear that. No, and that's why actually this morning I woke up and I was like, I'm not going to drink coffee this morning. I was so close. I was like, I wanted some, because you're so used to it.
Right.
Or I don't know, at least for me, like I'm used
I
to
had
it.
coffee this morning
Oh,
when
you
I
did?
was working. Mhm.
I should have
Yeah.
texted you guys. It was going to be an espresso martini. I
There you go.
apologize.
You probably told me and I forgot.
Espresso martinis and mimosas. Those are my go-to. Mm-hmm. Like mimosas, just get me going in the day. Like people always ask me, like, what's the best place to eat or drink or this? And I was like, well, it totally depends on the vibe of the situation.
For sure.
Like I'm not going to the same place all the time and be like, this is the best. Go here all the time because that kind of ruins it.
Yeah.
Like, well, it depends on who you are, like what you're doing, who you're with, like, and I appreciate that variety.
Yeah.
And like I know different contexts and I'll try all of them, but it's like, what's the best? I was like, well, it depends on the time.
No, and I'm
The
so much
situation.
like that. I think I am a boozy too, to some degree, because
I'm
like,
gonna start that word now.
yeah, you should.
I'm
I think
boozy.
I
A
like
local boozy. What's that? It's like a foodie, but for booze.
I really like that. Yes. I think
Nobody's
this podcast,
really doing the booze side.
Yeah.
They're all doing the food side, but nobody's really doing the booze side.
this podcast is all a boozy.
Yeah, we have yet to like post in there as like the show.
Yeah, we don't.
We
don't.
should. That
should.
should be our first thing. Like,
We're boozies.
how come ain't no one in here doing the boozy side? I thought this was Wichita Food and Booze.
Exactly.
Yeah. We should.
I'm hyping you up to do it.
We're gonna start a new category of influencers, boozies.
The boozies,
Yeah.
right? Oh my
I'm
god.
a boozy.
I'm a boozy. No, but yeah, like I'm the same way though. Like sometimes, like so for a mojito, I really like
Yeah.
Sabor's mojitos.
Yeah.
Sabor goes hard on mojitos.
Yep.
Goiza, just anything of their tequila, just because they have their own barrel. Like
Yeah.
fuck yeah, dude.
Yep.
Like
Do you
what
like
do
going to It's Cali for all their tequilas?
yeah.
Your facial expression told me everything I need to know. It's right.
From the
I
boozy
like-
side, from the foodie side, I'm like, eh.
Yeah.
I like their apps.
I like the fact that they have so many nice tequilas that you can try. Like,
Yeah.
that's a unique experience you don't see anywhere else here.
No,
Like, you
yeah.
have all those tequilas. And especially as I got into more tequila, like high-end tequila, like it is night and day difference from the lower end stuff.
Oh, 100%.
Like-
I get so offended if someone is like, we're going to do a shot and they give me a Wells shot. I'm so offended. Like, it's
Good to
like,
know.
it's
Don't
like,
do that.
you know me and you're going to give me a fucking Wells shot? Like me. You've met me. You know that I like this
You
stuff.
want to get on Fanny's bad side. Now you know how.
No, oh my god, yeah. So one of my really good friends, she had got me a well shot recently, and she was like, "Dude, you went on all night about that." And I was like, "I'm sorry, I got drunk and I'm telling you, it gets me in a mood." Like even as a broke college student,
Yeah.
never would do that because I was like, "That's so fucked up.
It's
Why would
so
you get
bad
me a
tequila
Wells?"
is so bad.
Yeah.
But good tequila is so good. Like
Exactly.
it's so smooth and sweet. You can just drink it straight by itself.
I mean, and that's how tequila's supposed to be drink. And then also with an orange,
Yeah.
guys, stop drinking them with a lime. I mean, they're
I was
good,
surprised
but an
how
orange
much
is
the
better.
orange takes away the bite at the end. Especially the good stuff doesn't really even have a bite, but then you put the orange and the cinnamon on there, and you're like, yep, none at all.
Yeah.
Like, it's smooth.
Yeah.
It's dangerously smooth. Especially, like, I've had it straight from Mexico, too, and it's way different over there than it is here, because they don't put all the additives and preservatives and all the bullshit in over there. Like, yeah, some of my best times have been in Mexico.
Guys, I think we are boozies.
Yeah, definitely.
I think we definitely have found our
That's
niche.
like a niche of influence we
found-
need to start. Well,
Yeah.
because I get everybody's doing the whole like, oh, we're not drinking thing, which is fine. You do that, but then there's a group of us that think they're going the other way. We're like, well, yeah, no, we do still drink. Like, and we appreciate it, and it's good, and we're not going to let it go away.
I think that's kind
Yeah.
of where I'm at lately.
I don't let it control my life.
Yeah. I think that's where I'm at lately. Like,
Right.
I am very active. I work out a lot.
Yep.
I count everything. Like, I'm very, very
Yeah.
active. But I do enjoy a drink, and it's not because I want to get drunk.
Yeah.
I enjoy a drink because they're fucking good.
Right.
Well, when you find a good spirit, you know what I
Right.
mean? You find a good spirit, and it's like,
Right.
That
You're
was
doing it
good.
responsibly like it's meant to be done. Like,
Yeah.
I think where it gets such a bad rap is when people talk about abusing drinking. Like any drug, if you abuse it, it's bad.
Yeah.
Like anything you abuse, it's bad. You can abuse your phone. You can get addicted to anything.
I mean, even
Like-
drinking so much water is bad. You're draining out. Isn't that your liver? You're draining out your liver.
Yeah.
How
Yeah.
amazing would it be if you were addicted to tacos?
Oh my god, yeah. I'm always thinking about. You're right. Dusty makes fun of me because like I will literally order like 5 tacos, and everyone's always like, "That's a lot." You're dude. Yeah, that's the order.
We get 10 of those bitches.
Oh, okay. Well, like the
You just take a
order.
bite of each.
The ornament is 5, and then like we'll go to restaurants, and sometimes I'll be like, I want all of these, and then I want to try that one, and then I want to try that one.
I would do this with my brother. It'd be like, you get this, I'll get this, and we'll mix and match so we can try
Yeah.
both.
That's what I love about
wanna do
Asians. It's
that.
because they eat in family style.
Yeah.
They eat family.
We're
That's
all getting
us.
this, we're all eating it.
Yes. And I love just like hanging out with friends like that, and then we all like put the food on the table, and we just tell the waiter, we're like, hey, we're eating family style.
Yeah.
Can you put it in the middle, and can you bring little plates?
See, that's the stuff we still need is that community bonding experience. And it's usually always been over food and booze. Like, that's all the stuff that brings us together is food and booze. Like, that's the thing we can usually connect on because we all need to eat and we want to drink. Instead of all this bullshit that's being spread around, division and hate and all this nonsense, it's like, go actually get out in the world and hang out with people.
Yeah.
Like, and just ignore a lot of that noise. Because I got into marketing psychology and people skills just because a lot of it was being used on me and I was falling for it. And it's like, well, now that I see it, it's like I want to teach other people to not fall for all this shit.
I see
Like,
what you're
'cause they
saying.
just don't realize how much they're getting like kind of tricked and manipulated into these things.
Well, like so I'm on the tech side now, and I build apps, and so I've learned all the dark patterns
Yes.
of how to how to also, like you were talking about dopamine hits.
Yeah.
Like I mean, yeah, like
That's
I've learned
all social
all
media
of
is
the,
built on is getting you addicted to the dopamine hits from that social interaction
Yeah.
on the phone.
and that's also really fucked up.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, people are going to start to have to make a choice and a decision to not participate, not like do that, and to fight it, because it's not so much more like, oh, just whatever. Like, you have to make a choice. Like, I'm not participating in that.
Okay, so this is my question, because I'm struggling with this personally right now with the podcast, because like I'm having, we're posting content, of course, so we have the whole episode. I wish I just want to be like, go fucking listen to the whole episode, but you have to promote it, so I have to make clips of
Yeah.
every fucking piece of the episode.
Oh, yeah.
And then I have to find the relevant clips and blah blah
Oh,
blah
yeah.
blah, right?
Yep.
So what has that done to my phone intake? Like, I'm on my phone a lot. Like, I used to be 3 hours of social media a day. That was
Yeah.
amazing. I loved that time. Now, dude, fucking 9.
It's fun to
I
do that
hate
with
it.
people. If I go to their phone and be like, go to your phone, go to your settings, like, let's look at your screen time and
screen
your
time's so
total
bad.
number of pickups and messages and everything else. And I say this being probably one of the biggest like offendants of that.
Yeah, you got 2 phones.
right.
One for the plug
So
and
I
one
go
for
to
the
both
host.
of them and I'm like, I already know you're doing too much. I know I'm really doing too much. So I have to really like fight it to intentionally turn it off.
So,
or put
like, how do you
myself in
do that?
situations like, well, you go to a national park where you can't. You have no
but,
choice.
I mean, like, yeah, I mean, say, yeah.
You force it on yourself.
Yeah. Because, like, I mean, vacations are the only time that it's
Yeah.
helping me, where I have them already planned out, and I know I'm not going to do that during that time. But like,
So
it's the everyday, because it's a pattern. You know what I mean? And
it's a
like
skill
for me,
set, like anything, like when you go.
because you're a marketer too. So how are you doing it?
So when you when you go to the gym and you're like, okay, I have to kind of like force myself to go to the gym, and it's a practice of discipline that like I don't want to go, but I need to go, and it's an emotional discipline of like I'm doing this not because of like how big and jacked can I get. It's more like I need to take on the challenge and prove it to myself that I did it. So same thing goes with your phone and not using it and having the discipline and the fortitude to not check it, not go to it, like resist that urge to go constantly just pick it up, do it, and you don't realize how much you have it till you stop trying to do it. Like kind of like not drinking, like you don't realize how much drinking is involved in everything until you stop trying to do it.
That might be it then. It might just because like I'm in a new season of life. I'm learning all the content stuff. So one part, like I feel the surge of like, sometimes you said this when we were talking at Coffee House, you were like, I'm a bad influencer. I'm like, fuck yeah, same, dude. Like all the viral stuff, I fucking hate it. All that, like, I think
well,
like,
it's just such a game, like you said, and a lot of it is so performative.
And
like,
I don't want to do it.
And right, and you talk to any influencer that's actually like got a big name, like they can show you how much they're having to perform constantly. And honestly, I didn't want to become one of those because I see how much they do, and I appreciate their hustle and what they do, and it's like that's mad respectful. But I don't want to do that or be that person. There's some perks that come from it, but now it becomes an obligation and work. Not I get to go enjoy this event and the situation. Like I'm working because usually at Coffee House, like I'm having to work that thing. And I told them I was like, I'm not really trying to have this turn into like a job. I'm trying to enjoy it too. Like this can't cost me more time or money.
I think you were enjoying it when we saw you.
Right. I just know it is like when you're capable, you start to get obligated. It's like, well, now that's turned into like a chore than it is like something I can enjoy.
Yes.
Like,
yeah.
So.
Yeah.
But
that's what it is.
Part of it is, I think, also like being an influencer marketer in today's age, it's not so much more about how much can I do and put out there. It used to be. How many pieces of content, how much can I just overload and flood the algorithm so everybody sees that. But people and the algorithm are starting to punish that to where it's like one relevant piece of content can outperform like your 100 shitty ones.
That's
so
true.
It's more about like actually, and I was just talking to Dylan about this, that does Coffee House with me, about that concept of like marketing isn't all just like advertising and exposure that people think it is. And this is where influencers are probably one of the worst at this, because like, cool, you got 100,000 eyeballs on that. How much money did you make from that? Oh, you didn't? It's just a bunch of ego, clout, vanity metrics, you know. And like as a marketer myself, as a real estate agent, I'm like, I don't really care how many likes, comments, engagements I get. I'm like, who's jumping my DMs to do a business with me? Because that's where the business actually happens. But if you look at my social media credentials or whatever, like I don't get a lot of likes, comments, or whatever, but I don't care because that's not really why I'm doing it.
That's
like
right.
I'm doing it to actually reach the right people that I need to with the right message and the right offer. And marketing is kind of going this way to where it's more of a closer to one-to-one situation. So I don't need to tell 1,000 people for one person to take me up. I could tell 100 of the right people for one person and then I'm not annoying as many other people. They just don't want to see the message. So it's a lot more of a market to message match. And when you have a market to message match, that's what social media and these modern algorithms really measure, but people aren't viewing it that way. They're viewing it as just, how can I get all these eyeballs, exposures, whatever. It's like, well, none of those people want what you're offering. You know, so it's like, who cares if they all see it and they still don't buy? Like, you're just being the annoying spam marketer at that point. So it's like, you really just want to match the message to your audience so well that these people want to participate in it, and then have such a really engaged audience that those 100 people that are watching are really bought into what you're doing. And you really don't need a big audience like people think you do.
Yeah, like, I think it's the levels to what you're saying too, because like, you know what you want, the goal out of it, but like, and then you recognize the manipulation that's in the apps and the algorithm and in all this. So then you have all this noise of this goal that you have, and you're like, I know I want this, but I know that people are getting engagement in this other fashion. And because this is what the algorithm is telling me. And then you're like, fuck, so do I need to pivot? And then you're like in this constant stuck of like, that's not who I am. And then if you don't know who you are, you're going to go chase that shit.
Hardest question that anybody can ever ask is like, who am I? Who am I and what do I want? That's a fundamental question that all humans have. And then the biggest one that all of this marketing really ties down to is, am I good enough? And usually everything you're being sold is trying to satisfy that emotional need of, am I good enough? Every purchase satisfies some type of emotional need. Even the high-end, like super rich ones, usually it's a status thing. Because like usually people are like, why do you need this big of a house? You don't, but you want it, and it fills some type of emotional need. And I'm not going to tell you can't do it, but usually I know that's why they're actually buying something, is some emotional need that they hide behind the logic of.
No, that's true.
So-
When I got my first house, I was really adamant. I'm like, I don't need something big. Stop trying to look at big stuff. Like, one, I can't afford it. But then like banks want to give you the money. So like, don't fall into that trap. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And it's like, okay, I don't need that, but
Right.
I want it. Like my family comes over and
What's
I'm like,
the
this is a
emotional
time.
need you're trying to fill from that? You
Well-
want it, but what's the emotional need you're trying to fill there?
Yeah. So like, I think like for me, when I want the big house, so my family will come and visit, and I have a big family.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, my home is a good size for me.
Yeah.
It's a 3-bed. It's just me.
Yep.
And, it's perfect for me. When my family comes, who my 2 older siblings are married and they have 3 kids each,
Yep.
I'm like, this is a small ass house. We do not fit. We don't have enough room to escape each other.
Yep.
And that's when I'm like, I need a bigger home.
Yeah.
Or like when I think about like wanting to move to another city, I'm like, I do not want to give up the space I have. Like,
Wichita's
where
got it
am I
really good
ever
when it comes to
gonna?
that.
Yeah, I'm like, where am I ever gonna get this square footage in a bigger location?
Yep.
At this point, I could probably downsize to a 2-bed. That's
Yeah.
fine. So my home,
What made
I
you
don't
want
have
to
a
move to
garage.
another city?
what makes me want to? I think
I mean, I
like
got ideas, but I'm curious to hear where you're coming from on that.
I've always for me, I think Wichita's diverse. I'm kind of putting this to diversity. So let me answer for myself, and then I'll answer for Wichita second. So for myself, I've always just been very like, I want to try something else. I've always wanted to work abroad, in another country, or I just want to be in a place that is very diverse, and I'm walking down the street and I'm hearing multiple languages.
Yeah.
That's for me my happiest place.
Yeah.
And when I travel, like I really enjoy that. Wichita is diverse.
Yeah.
But what sucks about our diversity is how segregated we are.
I'd say, yeah, it's very like in their own community, so
Yes.
it doesn't mix a lot.
Yeah, yes. And that's what I don't like about us.
Yeah.
Is that like we're very segregated.
Yeah.
In order to find what I'm looking for, I have to go to a certain
Yeah, you have
spots
to
of
go
town.
to where they're at. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Wichita is very diverse.
It is, yeah.
The group really highlighted that, I think, and it showed different people how much like food culture we have going on there, and just different cultures we have going on around here that just weren't really put out there, or people just stay in their own pocket of community and they just didn't even know this other stuff exists to even go try it. So
Yeah.
that's why I like how much it's highlighted how much culture we do have here.
Yeah.
Because even people are from here. Like I would have friends and family are from here that always be like, "Oh, Wichita sucks. I'm moving away." And I was like, "Well, you're kind of right, but like it doesn't suck anymore." Like last St. Patrick's Day, during the parade and the events and everything that was going on, and everybody was out, and I was like, I just had that like epiphany of like, Wichita doesn't suck anymore. It used to suck like 10 years ago. It doesn't suck now. Like it's fun. Like we got a lot of cool shit going on, like cool events, cool culture, like stuff going on. Just yes, it's not like in your face like a big major sports team is, but we have a lot of cool community connections and culture and features and events. Just you got to get out of your house and go do it. Like,
Yeah.
it's not going to come to you just sitting in your house. You got to go like participate. I think that's hard sometimes for people to like do it because Wichita's such a who's all over there city.
It is, yes.
Who's over there?
I was about to say that. It's like, who's there? Yes.
Who's over there?
It's
I'll go
'cause-
if so and so's there.
So
or if
I'm
they're
not-
not, I'm not going.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm not from Wichita. Or as in, like, I didn't grow up here. I moved here. I've been here for a long time now.
Okay.
I've been here for 10 years.
Sure.
But
so I've lived here my whole life, so I've
Okay.
kind of seen like the
evolution. You've
the
seen the
evolution of it,
Yeah.
and I've traveled to a lot of other places too, so I can kind of be like, I can see how it could be here, but also
Yeah.
how it will never be that way either, and you kind of don't want it to be. So that's what kind of what makes
it's the
it
pros and
have the
cons.
uniqueness.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that we are so small and approachable, like other cities like aren't as much. Just between access to people, like business owners, local government, all that, we have way more access here than you do in other cities.
That's true.
Like an
Yeah,
ability to
I've
do
actually heard a
Yeah.
lot of, like, really good stuff around our government stuff here.
And commute times, like driving.
Oh, yeah.
We don't drive for shit. Like,
That's true.
compared to other places. Like,
True that.
so you have a really rich
He's like,
quality
no.
life here.
Only because you said commute times. Again, some in my brain was like, punch him.
It's way too nerdy. Except Wichita drives the speed limit under. That is the weirdest thing ever. Like, I can't tell how many people are going 35 and a 40 that I'm like, come on.
No,
This is
man,
not safe. Let's go.
I'm around everybody
Like-
that's speeding. Last night when I was driving home, everybody was speeding.
Really?
We're 10 over for sure.
I was like, I'm going 65 already, and everybody's
So it's like one or the
passing.
other. It's like
Yeah.
5 under or 20 over.
At the same time, though, I was behind somebody who was going like 58, and I was like, "Fucking move it, man!
Yeah.
What are you doing here? Go drive on the small road."
Yeah. You're like, don't get in the vroom lane if you're not gonna vroom. Yeah. Hate when they don't vroom. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or just get in the right lane.
Wichita's always been a good home base. Like, it's fun to travel and adventure from here, but it's a good, like, home base.
I agree with that. Like, I mean, I wish. The only thing that I don't like is how small our airport. I like how small our airport is for TSA reasons. 'Cause
Yeah, you get right in and out.
I get shit. I'm
Right,
pulling.
yeah.
I'm pulling up when it's
I
like.
blast through there.
Yeah. I'm pulling up when
I don't
it's
gotta
like.
worry.
Yeah.
Even if it's at 5 a.m. when you're on the red eye, it's not that bad.
It's not.
Yeah.
It is so not. And then I have TSA pre-check now, so I'm just like.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care.
Peace.
We just
Yeah.
don't quite have the population size for the big city stuff that we want to do. Like,
Yeah.
we just don't have the numbers. Like, and it's
I think
just
it's-
unfortunate. We're trying, we're getting there, but it's just, we don't have 2 million people.
Yeah.
Like,
Or it's like when you start to travel and you start to see what it could become, and that's where you're like, fuck, but we could do that
yeah,
here.
you just need more people.
Is it more people or is it like opening up?
I mean, it's,
You know what I
it's-
mean?
It's more people, but it's, and I've said this before about the whole like local Wichita thing, which is awesome. I'm very civically proud of my city, and all that stuff is fun, but it's all kind of just lipstick if you don't actually have an economic driver moving it. We need more jobs. We need more economic opportunity
That's
for
a good
stuff to
point.
actually happen.
Mowing.
Yeah, that's fair.
We
I see what
need
you're saying.
actual economic drivers. Like if you look at these other cities that have grown and gotten big, it's because there's some major industrial economic driver that made it happen.
Yeah.
Wichita doesn't really have a new version of that. Like we got Coke, we got Cessna, and the biomedical campus will help, but it's like we need more than that if we're really going to grow, like and blow up. So, like when Austin
I see what
blew
you're
up,
saying.
real estate wise and population wise, it's because Tesla and a bunch of other companies went there. So if you look at like the prime mover, which is industrial businesses, moves it all, that's what we really need here. But without getting too far into it, like we're our own problem when it comes to that with the city and government and everything else. Like, you know, I try not to get political and into that stuff, but you can't help it when you start realizing like that's what's dictating it all.
Unfortunately, when we're
Like-
talking about the billionaires of the world, they're now political
Yeah, I mean,
because they're
that's
controlling everything.
what a lot of politics is, and we're coming to
Yeah.
find out, especially in Kansas.
They're like, "What? I just gotta pay you this much, and I
Yeah.
can like write some rules."
Pretty much, like that's it in a nutshell.
Hell yeah! I'm about to win this game.
And it's not always like money too. It's just like who do you personally know. So that is a good thing about Wichita, though, is you can make those personal connections where
Yeah.
like you can't in a lot of other cities and situations.
Yeah.
So there is a lot more influence we can have on these things.
Yeah.
To have it go like where we want it
And
to
that's
be.
that's
So-
one thing I like too. We were recently at like a event that was going on at the NAFSCAR park, and then you know our local government was there having fun too.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I was like, "Hey, look at that!
Right.
Let's
Yeah.
go take a shot with them." Just
Yeah,
kidding.
see Lily all the time.
Yeah. No, that is what is really
our
good
city
about
is
us.
ran kind of weird though, different than other cities where we still have a city manager and the mayor's not really in charge of a lot of stuff. Like she's kind of there as more of a political figurehead, spokesperson, kind of a cheerleader, ambassador, more to the type of thing.
It's the
And
face.
she can influence things, but she's not really the one making the decisions, calling the shots. The city manager is. That's the person who's actually like pulling the strings of where things go. But they're not like usually publicly out there, and people don't know who they are. So that's where it's like when you get involved, like how the system works, it makes more sense. But also like that doesn't work very well. It's partly I think why our taxes are so high, but that's a whole nother like big state level thing. That at a certain point, you're like, how much can I and do I want to fight this system and situation, other than just like find out a little niche and pocket of success that works for me and call it good.
Well, it's just so hard because the United States is so big.
Yeah,
And then, like, because we have state, so it's the United States, so all federal. And then
Yep.
we have states, which states have their own rights and say.
Yep.
And then we still have our own cities, and then we
Yep.
have our own counties.
Yeah.
And so, like,
So
all of
many
these
layers.
have a lot of say. And then I
Yep.
think people don't recognize how much, like, we only, for the people who vote, they'll only vote at the federal level, you know,
Mhm.
like,
Right.
actual time for presidents, but like they don't vote at the local level. And
Right.
like that's where it really matters though. Like if you care about what's happening in your city and you
Yep.
want to make something better
Yep.
for whatever headspace you're in, right?
Yep.
I don't know. That goes both ways.
Right.
But like that's where you really do have your
Yeah.
say here in the US, but then
And that's what
it's so
really
hard.
affects you the most too.
Yeah.
Like that's what's actually going to personally directly affect you the most. And you do have a lot more say of it, but you have to go participate. You can't just complain about it and then not do anything about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and so that's very available here, but I get it. Like people are busy with everything else they're doing. It's like I don't really have time to go participate in this because I'm doing
Or
business
it's just
or work,
really
whatever else,
hard.
but it's affecting me, so it's like,
Well, I'm saying like it's hard because like how to find that information, like how to be informed on them. It's
Yeah.
actually not easy.
no, it's not.
It's really
Like,
hard,
you have
and
to
like
be
people.
kinda,
That's where
like, in
people
the know
don't have
with
time.
it.
Yeah, and that's where people don't have time
And
because
Wichita's kind of like you got to be in the know the right people place still, which
Yeah.
can be good or bad. Like
yeah. And there's a lot of research involved, and like
Yeah.
when we think of that, like nobody fucking wants to do that.
right,
Like you get down into a fucking rabbit hole, and you're like, wait, there's more.
yeah.
Wait, I still don't get this. Who do I ask? ChatGPT.
Yep.
Yeah, it's hard. Fuck, dude. I love how you were like, yeah, I don't want to get into that. We got into it.
We're going to always do.
No, I love all of this. I want to. We're gonna switch over to this thing that we call lightning round.
Okay.
And in lightning round, I'm gonna use my phone for this because I always write these down.
These are the knee-jerk reactions of like.
Yes.
This is the thing is I've learned to not knee-jerk react so much because usually your first reaction or thought or feeling isn't like what you actually want it to be. Sometimes it is, but not always.
Well, these questions are not super thought provoking. They're a little more fun. So
Sure.
hopefully it's okay, you know.
It's also just my overthinking, anxious brain right there.
And it was the coffee. It's the coffee. I get it. What is your go-to comfort food when life is trash?
Oh man. Pasta.
Pasta?
Yeah. Or barbecue.
Okay.
Pizza.
Yeah.
Like a lot of different ones.
Yeah. Fair.
Well, it's, a lot of times it's Little Saigon the next
Nice.
morning. Get a cafe Soudan and then charbroiled pork bun and a crab rangoon.
Nice. You already know the order. Yeah. It was
Oh, yeah.
something happened recently.
That's just my go-to.
All right.
What's an overrated food trend?
Yeah. Overrated food trend. I don't know. That's a good question. That's where I don't really get into the food that much. I get into the booze more.
What's an overrated drink trend then?
Not drinking.
Oh yeah, right. True.
That's probably the biggest one.
True. Okay. One habit that
All
changed
those
your life.
seltzers. That's probably what say the overrated drinking trend.
The
Like,
seltzers.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah.
why does everything got to be carbonated?
I'm tired of the
There's a lot of different
So much
seltzers
just
though,
bourbon,
but
like-
because of my arthritis, that's what I get to drink. Otherwise, it's just gonna have to be like cocktails and liquors for me. I can't
Yeah.
do beers anymore, so the seltzers help
Yeah.
for me.
I've started to get away from beer too. Like I grew up drinking, 30 packs of Natural Light. I was like, you couldn't pay me enough to do that anymore.
Man.
Yeah.
And then got into craft beers, and now I'm just like, it just makes me so full. Like I appreciate the liquor,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I have enough self-control to not just pound them.
Yeah.
I hear that. One habit that changed your life.
One habit that changed my life, probably meditation.
Ooh.
I use a guided meditation app on my phone, and just that practicing being still and pausing and just being present. Like when I went down to Big Bend, it was so silent and so dark, and people don't realize how loud that can be and uncomfortable that can be, but it's very good for you
I see what you're saying.
to completely disconnect from all the stimulation and craziness going on. So, and it was a meditative like experience. Like when you do that, like it was just sunset, and like you could feel the sun on your face, and it was just me like out there on my own, just chilling, like almost where you start to hear like a ringing noise in your ears, to where it's like you tune into the frequency of everything and you connect with something bigger than yourself. Like in a meditative state. It was amazing. And it was cool because like I sat down on this hill right by my chair, and it's like sometimes you just get these like downloads that just like hit you with like an epiphany of like a realization. And for whatever reason, like I sat down and that message came to me that it was like the point of life is to persevere. Because I was trying to figure out like I don't know, the whole human existence thing of like why you kind of sometimes feel so like meaningless or directionless. And it's like humans need something to persevere against, like the pursuit of happiness. It's not getting the happiness, it's the pursuit of it. Like we need something to strive for, to persevere for, even when the shit's hard. Not thinking it's always going to be good all the time. Like it's going to be bad too, but the point of like the human experience is to persevere. Like, because what other choice do you got? Like,
Yeah.
what other option do you
For
have?
sure. I mean, and shit.
And it just
I mean,
like hits you in those like meditative states, because
Yeah.
a lot of it comes into like, you know, boring situations. You need boredom because that's where creativity comes from.
Yeah.
And that's usually where you need just like the dead space for shit to just quote unquote hit you. You're so busy and your brain's so full all the time, you never have the chance for those things to come in.
Yeah.
And I think we're just always going so much constantly. Like you need to be still sometimes and let shit come to you.
Yeah,
And
I
be
love
okay
it.
with that.
I love it when shit just fucking hits me out of nowhere, and I'm like, thank God, because
Yeah.
sometimes like I'll get stuck on something. I'm like, all right, fuck it, I'm not
Yeah.
gonna worry about it right now, and then later on in the day, boom, it comes.
Yep. And it's usually not when you're like out, you know, too preoccupied with something. You might be like walking or taking an action, but you're like, my brain is blank and it's ready for something to come in.
Yeah,
And you have to like allow that. I think it's just our modern world doesn't allow us to be bored. And you know, you have kids or people be like, I'm bored. It's like, okay, cool, go create something, go do something from it. Like that's
Yeah.
where the need comes to satisfy that you generate it from yourself instead of looking for it outwardly. And in Wichita, you have a lot of time for that. Like you have time to be bored and to meditate, to be paused and be still. And I
That's
think
a good point, which is a good thing about Wichita.
it can be good, but it's also why people
you're not
create
there.
drama, because
Yes.
they're bored. So they get in people's stuff. They got problems. Like they got to create something because they're bored.
That's fair. That's fair.
So,
Yeah.
so if you like boredom and peace, like Wichita's your place. It's a very meditative place. Can be.
it's a guilty pleasure you have.
Guilty pleasure that I can admit on this podcast.
Yeah,
Guilty pleasure show or content or just pleasuring.
Guilty pleasure.
A guilty pleasure show or content, if that's helpful.
Content?
Yeah, show or content.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
I watch Nate the Hoof Guy, which is a guy who like trims cows'
Hooves?
hooves.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's really it's so peaceful.
Well, I get what you're saying of like the pleasure thing. It's just the guilty part that messes with me. Because like guilt and shame, I've really realized how much that like holds more people back than like fear does. Fear is
Yeah.
obvious and in your face. Guilt and shame is super subtle. And we don't
And
realize
it-
how
and
much
it's so
it
internal.
dictates everybody's behavior on
Oh,
guilt and
100.
shame. So like, yeah,
We
I have
haven't
things
ex-
on pleasure, but I don't feel guilty about it. Because there's a lot of things I've unconditioned myself to feel guilty about or to feel shameful about. Because it's not shameful or guilty, like, but I'm making myself feel that way. One of my
get that.
favorite sayings ever that I teach people on is like, if a man spits in your face, he doesn't make you mad, he just makes you wet. You make yourself mad. It's your decision. See, and I love getting people's reactions off of this shit too. Because some people are like, no, fuck that, I'd punch that guy in the face. Like, geez, proving my point, exactly.
That's so funny.
But it's like you're in charge of the way you feel about things more than like you realize. Like you don't want to outsource that to someone else. Like,
Yeah.
You know, and Alex Ramosi, who's like today's best, most modern marketer. Do you follow him at all? Definitely should, because he gets into a lot of this life stuff too.
Yeah.
And he was talking about like one of the quickest ways to get over something is just to decide like it doesn't mean anything to you anymore, or it doesn't feel that way anymore. Like it's just that quick to be a decision. People think they gotta go through this whole process and thing, or just be like,
But
"Oh, that doesn't
sometimes you
matter to me."
do.
Like I don't have to feel bad about that. Like why am I feeling bad about that? Where is that guilt and shame coming from? Other than I'm putting it on myself, or I could just go, I'm not gonna feel guilty and shameful about that because it's not guilty or shameful behavior. So why am I attributing that like to guilty pleasure?
But
So-
back to people pleasing.
Yeah.
Back to people pleasing. Well, kind of along the same lines. Hold on. One thing men should talk about more.
Probably their emotions and their feelings. They just don't know how to, like in a manly way that they feel comfortable expressing it. That, or I think when they do, it's got to be the right safe place and container for them to do that. I think we're not allowed to express ourselves in a lot of situations where we haven't, and so it comes out very violently, very angrily, very destructively, and we need a place for that to go. Otherwise, it's going to go somewhere, and it's usually not in a good place if they don't deal with it.
Yeah.
You know, and historically, a lot of therapy or coaching work has been more geared towards the feminine and catering to women that needs to be handled that way. But there's a whole group like of men that need it too. But that's a different style and fashion than it is for women for that. So I think a lot of men are silently like in crisis more than people realize. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
how much they're hurting. And I think it's like 80% of suicides are men.
Oh, yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
like we won't admit it, but we're the ones that need it the most.
Yeah, I mean, it goes back to learning to let go of what we thought was masculinity in a healthy
Yeah.
way, and it's not.
Well, and I think that's what's getting figured out, that a new version of it needs to come about. But I think a lot of people are confused of what that means, or what, that
Or
looks
what the
like.
real version of it is, you know, not the conditioned Western version
Yeah.
of it.
And there's so many people that have different opinions on what that looks like and how it should be, and kind of the same way of just success in general for people. It's like you have everybody and their brother trying to tell you what's successful, what's masculine,
Yes.
what's healthy, what's not. And it's like, how do you appease all these people? You don't. Like, you just have to figure out what works for you, and then just own that and be able to defend it. And that's usually the hardest part that people have, is like, this is what I'm doing, kind of whether you like it or not, or agree with it or not, because it works for me.
Yeah.
Like, and I think that's a hard place for people to get to.
Yeah.
Like that, because someone's always going to have something to say. Like, there's no way to make everyone happy. Like, show me some person that hasn't. Like, it
Yeah.
doesn't exist.
Yeah.
So,
What deserves a toast right now?
man, to you guys hanging out.
Are we your favorite
All right.
podcast?
Well,
Sure.
then,
My favorite one today.
all right, last one then. Fill in the blank. Here's to
You.
Okay, cute. Okay. Well, Ben, now we've heard a little bit about you, your passions, your interests, some of your
I finished my
geeky
drink,
stuff.
so it's gone.
Tell us and our listeners where we can find you and where we can support you.
Probably Instagram
is
would be
just-
the best one. BG Meyer 08, and then I'm on Facebook too, but it's a lot of the same stuff. I just cross post with it all, and then yeah, that'd probably be the best one.
Okay.
Facebook and Instagram.
Okay, well, pa arriba,
Woo!
pa abajo,
Cheers.
pa centro, y pa dentro. That means inside.
So what's all that mean? Zivali. That's Croatian for cheers. Zivali.
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 Zivali. Okay.
Like jiggly. Go with the beat.